Congratulations, Harambee Stars, for your win. We celebrate you. It was a good match. You played well and you pushed the game to the very last minute. It's a win for Kenya. It's a win for Harambee Stars. And it's a win for our nation. We celebrate you, Harambee Stars, knowing very well that the next match, as 2027 approaches, will be between Ruto versus Kenyans. The next match in 2027, by God's grace, will be a very, very big match. The ground will be at the ballot box, and the people shall be the referee. Ruto will lose the 2027 general elections, and by God's grace, he will go home. And there is no shortcut about that. Ruto will be defeated, and Ruto will go home. Apart from the Harambee Stars victory, there are two people I want to address. Isaac Mwaura and Karen Nyamu. Bwana Isaac Mwaura, you are the government spokesperson. And by the law, you are required to speak on behalf of the government of Kenya. That is, you speak on behalf of the executive, the legislature, and to some extent, the judiciary, because executive is the senior arm of the government. It has come to a point where Isaac Mwaura, you are the government spokesperson, but in that office, you are tolerated. You are not celebrated. And the fact that you are a Kikuyu, and maybe you are living with disability, and some people in different offices, in senior government offices, are not comfortable with you occupying that office, and the boss also doesn't know how or when to fire you. That is why Isaac Mwaura, kwa hiyo ofisi, you are tolerated. You are not celebrated. And in fact, you are just in that office, earning your salary and allowances, but people do not even recognize that office of the spokesperson, government spokesperson, exists. People in government behave as if that office doesn't exist. I don't know if it was because of your relationship or closeness with Rigathi Gachagua, but one thing is clear. People are hunting you down, Bwana Isaac Mwaura. You are very disrespected. People take you for granted. Currently, I think you are the number 4 most humiliated person in government. But again, you have to behave as if things are okay, even if they are not okay. And again, Isaac Mwaura, tell your friend Karen Nyamu that government has levels. Politics has levels. And just like holiness, Karen Nyamu must also know where and when to take her holiness. Tell Karen Nyamu there is no difference between her and Esther Passaris. Me, I'll defend you, Isaac Mwaura, and I'll advise you accordingly. But number one, also, choose your company wisely. You are the government spokesperson. We don't expect you to mingle and interact with majama mapoko wa Senate, mapoko wa Parliament, mapoko. Watu heri waende majuu wakadinywe na waingize allowances. Mademeri wapande ndege juu ya pombe. Bwana we nani? Isaac Mwaura. Mademu wao ile kitu wanaweza patiana kubwa kwa gava, na wameoleka na wako na mabwana. Ni pusi tu, hakuna kitu ingine. Pia we chagua watu unatembea nao, Isaac Mwaura. Unaelewa? We chagua watu unatembea na wao. Na ubehave kama government spokesperson. Uko na reputation ya kugard. Juu sasa tujui kama Karen Nyamu ndiye ana-advise Isaac Mwaura ama Isaac Mwaura ndiye ana-advise Karen Nyamu. Mimi sasa hata sijui, but Kenya imefanyiwa Kasarani Stadium nayo si poa, but Isaac Mwaura sasa pia wewe fungua akili. You are our national team. We celebrate you and we hold you in high esteem. And we would wish to remind all players, supporters and the coach and everybody, despite your political, religious or whatever affiliation, Harambee Stars is our national team. And we love you, gentlemen. Give it your best. You win, you will remain our team. You lose, you still our team. And we celebrate you. The same game tomorrow is going to bring Kenyans together. But above all, it is going to bring two classes of people together. People who rarely meet. People who rarely interact. The majority, 90%, poor Kenyans versus the leaders led by President William Ruto. People who have mismanaged our affairs. People who behave as if corruption does not exist. People who behave as if poor leadership only affects the children of a lesser God and not their children. People who complain about poor leadership, corruption, and all challenges affecting ordinary citizens are cynics, are haters. Tomorrow, President William Ruto, the man who told the children of this nation in the presence of their parents that if there is no country for him, there will be no country for us, will be there cheering Harambee Stars. But again, our differences aside, let me pay attention to the similarity. Tomorrow, truly, we might be celebrating Harambee Stars. We might be cheering Harambee Stars. But we will not forget everything wrong President William Ruto did to our children in the June 2024 anti-finance bill protests. We will not forget everything wrong this administration did to our children in the June 25th, 2025 protest commemorating the victims of June 2024 protest. We will not forget how Albert Ojwang was abducted in the presence of his father all the way from Harambee to Nairobi, murdered in a police cell, and the person who benefited from his murder is still free, and the president behaves as if nothing happened. We remember not to forget how Boniface Karaoke was shot, how people went into the street during the Sabasaba to call out poor leadership. Then the president said we should be shot on the leg, abducted on our way to the hospital, and taken to the court of law. That is if we survive. We wish Harambee Stars well as they face Congo, yes. But let's not pretend all is well. Let's not act like a football match can dribble away the pain, trauma, and grief. We are a lamenting nation, because while we might wear our national team jersey, deep down, many of us are wearing the weight of a broken nation. How do we cheer a team and a flag stained with the blood of our fellow youth? Albert Ojwang, Rex Masai, Boniface Karaoke, Njoki, a 12-year-old kid. They were all young, vocal, and patriotic, silenced in the most brutal way by a person who doesn't care. Then tomorrow, he will be there with his members of parliament and cabinet secretaries, pretending that they are cheering Harambee Stars. This is the same government that doesn't flinch when we cry for justice, but want us to shout for goals. When we cry for justice, they don't listen. But now they are here telling us tomorrow we turn out in large numbers to celebrate Harambee Stars. Ni sawa tu. The same regime that murders the dreamers then expects me, the dreamer's friend, to chant in the stadium celebrating goals and post hashtags like nothing happened. The youth of this nation, as a Kenyan who travels in different parts of Nairobi and outside Nairobi, we are tired, we are angry, we are tired, we are angry, and we are not just mourning about the dead who were killed in 2024 and 2025. We are also mourning the future. Like the youths of today are living as if they have no future, they have no hopes, and our rights do not exist, and they don't even have a right to resist. So yes, hiyo ndio kweli wa mambo. We will support Harambee Stars, but don't confuse our football chance for forgiveness. Don't mistake our claps for compliance. We will cheer our players. That is true. We will cheer them because they are not elected leaders. But we will never forget the names of our fallen brothers and sisters. Football is 90 minutes, but justice is forever. So tomorrow, before or after the game, Ruto must go. One term. And in 2027, which is around the corner, we want a free, fair, transparent, credible, and verifiable election that reflects the will of the Kenyan people. William Ruto, you wronged us. And you always behave as if you did not wrong us. But now that tomorrow it is happening in Nairobi, I encourage all youths from the 17 constituencies in Nairobi County. Tokeni, kujeni, endeni yo stadium. Muone wale watu walipitisha finance bill pale. Muone ile cabinet watu wanakimbia na machopa na mandege lakini pesa ya shule hakuna. Muone ule president alisema mpigwe risasi ya mguu. Muone ule jamaa anaitwa Kipchumba Murkomen mwenye akituona like people are fighting for their rights anatuita anarchists. Tukutane kesho Kasarani Stadium. We wish you well, Harambee Stars. But those terrorists, those elected, appointed, nominated, and whatever terrorists who will be there attending that game, tomorrow it's our day ya kuwakumbusha one term.
Where the Kenyan people have reached William Ruto, even if he built gold roads to everybody's single home, to every home, he builds gold roads, gold paved roads. You will not reclaim that lost ground. It's gone. That ground has gone. It will never go back to William Ruto. No amount of child donations will change the public perception. William Ruto is trying to fool God. He cannot fool God. God is omnipresent and he can see through this. And he knows his intention even before. It will not work. That is why you saw Kenyans coming out with their numbers to go and demonstrate at that church in Royston. And it's because of his handling of the economic situation of the nation.
To those who believe politics doesn't affect them, I hope today has taught you how politics affect you directly.
Ruto simpigi kura. Amenajisi nchi. Bila kutumia hata kondom.
This is Selector Dede.
Wanadhani ya si bongo lala, ikikupita we bongo lala. Na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunasoza. Hati jikuku mewaka sana, na mabisto na chafua raja. Na walosema jana iwezi fika leo, tuko ground tunasoza. Hakuna boka, peleke shuleni watasoma. Madaktari wamegoma, hapo sani Yesu atatuponya. Wambie punde imechoka sana, farasi bado ijapatikana. Ni mandai wanagonya na mali wanaponda, unakonda wananona. Mandamano, 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 amise mandamano, mandamano.